Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was, and Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
This is the disturbing full story of Diablo 4, as told by the wandering necromancer named Dark Lord.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
Wondering if our visions were in fact real, or merely hallucinations brought on by the deathly cold, we collect ourselves after our nightmare. Before braving the blizzard outside the relative safety of the cave, we then pause briefly to consider our mission's objective. As an acolyte necromancer, serving the priests of Rathma, we were sent by our order to investigate rumors of a supposed demonic presence congregating near the fractured peaks, guided only by a cryptic message that blood is the key. Our expertise in reading events through blood magic has led us along the path of destruction. As we exit the cave heading east, we see ravaged, half-frozen corpses of does, throats ripped out and entrails removed. Following the blood trail, we locate a warg as it greedily feasts on a third carcass, blissfully unaware of our presence. Sending it back to the earth whence it came, it calls its kin, who are just in time to join it. Pushing eastward through the thick snow, our strength wavers, and as luck would have it, the entire pack of wolves descend upon us, the scent of blood driving them into a frenzy. Curiously, we see the town's western gate lies open, a foreboding sign for any stragglers therein. Seeing the town appear empty, we mutter.
Another abandoned town.
Only to hear...
Demons. Everywhere. Fangs in the dark. Ah! He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
Bursting inside the shack, we see a man huddled in a corner raving like a lunatic. The Jura villagers spin to regard us, and we question the man to our right. What's going on here?
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all! Kill us all!
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
Why did we follow her? Why do things happen as they do in dreams?
There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Entering the dimly lit tavern, we breathe easy, seeing a gaggle of townsfolk safe, albeit decidedly undernourished. Speaking to the woman, Varney, once more, we inquire, what is this place?
Nothing special about our little town, but it's home.
What about the monk?
We'll do what we can for him. Might have to keep him in the shed for now, though. He tried to bite off Osman's fingers.
You must sense it isn't safe here.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
Evil is gathering strength in those ruins. I will bring it to heal.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
Before we investigate the ruins, we decide to speak to the locals in a bid to understand their plight, starting with the man by the fire, Devmir.
Fire's looking good, but I should watch it a little longer to make sure it doesn't go out.
We're then motioned by the bartender who serves questionable food, no doubt due to rationing, and he playfully remarks,
If Devmir's taking up all the space by the fire, just give him a shove.
Deciding warmth would be appreciated, we nudge our way closer to the fire and Devmir indulges.
A warm hearth. There are still things to be grateful for in this world.
Varney, seeing us introduce ourselves to our neighbors, shares.
I'm sorry, it's a bit cramped.
It's still better than a cave.
Alenta went a bit deaf last winter. You might need to speak up around her.
We turn to see an elderly woman, chairbound, and ask, You warm enough?
What's that? You say something?
It's cold.
Oh, you poor thing. Traveling in this awful weather.
Varney then assuages.
Don't let Oswin bother you. He's a good man, really.
Gleaning all we can from this tattered rabble, which is, admittedly, not much, we bolster ourselves as we exit the town through the northern gate into the unforgiving Icehell Tiger. Drawing our sickle and shield, we see corpses littering the road, deceased guards and none too fresh. All their pitiful defenses seem to have been quashed, leaving the town fully exposed. However, some of the sentries rise once more, and we destroy the re-risen skeletons, sensing dark magic at play nearby. We lift the gloves and a short sword of the fallen enemies, reconstructing our own skeletal soldiers from their bones. With our new companions, we trudge forth. We rush the entrance of the Icehell ruins, dispatching the 4 skeletons guarding the dilapidated stone building's front entrance. Ensuring the danger ahead, we dutifully swing open the rusty tower's gate and cautiously step inside. Inside the ruins' abandoned halls, ostensibly the fort seems deserted, save the torches that eerily invite us deeper. In the first room to the east, we see a guard's armor piled en masse. It's in the next room where we inhale the familiar copper smell of blood, finding a pile of corpses lumped by the northwestern wall. Equipping the Strider's leggings, we find rummaging in a nearby chest. We proceed through the empty halls. The only sound is our footsteps and that of our skeleton allies by our side. As we search the blood-spattered narrow corridors, only to open a door and be met with a quartet of skeletons that lie in ambush. To the northeast, we haphazardly enter a room filled with flammable barrels. We slash the nearest barrel, and demonic fallen pour into the room. Demons. Once clear, healing from a nearby well, we descend the stairs to the right and find the very architecture warps into a demonic mass of bone and innards, as if the corridors were touched by hell itself. Searching deeper for the source of this blight, we resolve to uproot it, lest the chilly hamlet of Nevesk be swallowed whole. We then find ourselves deeper in the catacombs below the ruins, and witness villagers' bodies impaled on pikes in a macabre display. We follow the blood trail in front of us to its source, and are surprised to find what appears to be a ritualistic chamber of calling. Unfamiliar sigils are etched in blood upon the ground, and at its center, a decapitated body slumped over. We divine from his robes he was once a priest. Then a giant horned demon leaps down from the roof, nearly crushing us in one fell swoop. Save for our minions, which distracted momentarily while it swings its great mace. Enraged at our trespassing, the demon, none too bright, bashes his weapon with great abandon. Our underlings remain unfazed at the incoming danger as we swing our spectral scythe and fling shards of bone at the demon from a safe distance. The Baron, desperate, tries to dive down on us a final time, however, impotently swinging his club before succumbing to his wounds, and his great bulk dissipates into ash before our eyes. We then scoop up the items left on its remains, including a great two-handed scythe, a welcome addition to our arsenal. With the summoning quelled, we climb the rope attached to the scaffold that leads up and out of the ruins, and back into the frigid frost just north of the town. Making a beeline back to the exposed tavern, we see the welcome face of Vani, clearly shocked to see us as she exclaims,
You've returned!
We then inform her people.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly! Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent! Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
To our savior!
Obliging our host's hospitality before we return to the necropolis in Kegistan with our grim findings. But as we hold our mug, we have a queer feeling wash over us, and look down to see the mug that appears floating in front of our head. Falling into a sleepless dream, we swear we can almost hear the whisper of the patron saint of our order, Rathma, and his prophecy as a violent warning echoes within our skull. I saw my corpse, and from my mouth crawled hatred. A father burned his children on a pyre, and a mother molded a new age from the ashes. I saw the weak made strong, a pack of lambs feasting on wolves. Tears of blood rained on a desert jewel, and the way to hell was torn asunder. Then came a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, and he who was bound in chains was set free. Rathma's prophecy.
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory before you die. Not ready yet. No.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out!
There! Take them!
May the light preserve us.